welcome to the ride. So, I understand you're greedy and dishonest. I'm sorry. Our telemarketing floor is out of order today, but we do have an opening in politics. How many contestants are there? Oh, so there's only one of you. That's fine. There's only one of me, too. Is this your first time on the ride? Welcome back. You should be typing in your name. Thank you very much. As you know, your buzzer is the key with the B on it. And now, it's time for the best part of the ride. Remember, you're always getting closer to the bottom.
It's time for the show where high culture and pop culture collide. You Don't Know Jack is sponsored by Inoffensive Eddie's Bland Suit Emporium. Inoffensive Eddie says, if they remember you were in the room, your suit's too loud. And now, please welcome your host, Cookie.
Nice to see you. Welcome to the game. Now, as we're entering the political arena, let's see some mudslinging out there. Oh, remember, do as I say. This is not a democracy. Okay, buzz it. Good God, that's a lot of money. Here's the category. You can't spell politics without P-O-T. Here's the question. Say you're invited to a joint session. Who's the guest of honor at this party? The president, the vice president, the speaker of the House, or a foreign dignitary? Come on, does the vice president ever do anything? Well, what do we have here? A joint session of Congress brings the House and Senate together to hear the president make a speech. So the president might speak, but he doesn't inhale. Now select the highest. Coming up. In politics, you must lie like a cheap rug. You know, back when Washington and Jefferson were president, men wore those silly wigs. And Bill Clinton's haircut is always a hard news item, so I was thinking, if Bill Clinton wore the last wig president on his head, with what dashing new look? It's just about the only way for people to notice Millard Fillmore. The thing is, if you notice that it's a wig, etiquette says you're supposed to act as if you're a member of the Know-Nothing Party. Hit your buzzer. We're calling this one. The Capitol Dome sprang a leak. We'll be kicking around $5,128 on this question. Here you go. If it begins raining cats and dogs in the Capitol, from what will the lawmakers have to protect themselves? Temps, lobbyists, reporters, or leftover bills? All right, let's take a look at the right answer. Annoying leftover or stray bills that deal with minor issues are called cats and dogs. But having all those cats and dogs around really covers up the everyday stink of corruption. Hit your buzzer. The category is... He'd make Jesse Helms look like a liberal black woman. Hey, you know how on the Dukes of Hazzard, Boss Hogg is a crooked politician and Roscoe P. Coltrane is a corrupt sheriff? Well, say Boss Hogg runs for president with Roscoe as his running mate. According to the 12th Amendment, what will be true? Bo and Luke couldn't run against them, Roscoe wouldn't have to be a U.S. citizen, Boss Hogg would have to be old and white, or electoral voters couldn't vote for them both. The 12th Amendment states that if the president and vice president are from the same state, then electoral voters in that state can't vote for both of them. What? You want a joke? You think the Constitution is supposed to be funny? Hey, buzz it.
Bingo.
If you're a liar and need a job, consider politics. So L-I-A-R-S, 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 or sign up for law school. Oh.
Welcome to Liars. Now remember, to win cash, buzz in when the first letter of the answer lights up. If you collect all the letters, you grab the cash. Here we go. Movie star's profession. Actor. To tear or to scam. Let her rip. Help, I've sprung off blade. Take a leak. Short for Sylvester. You're a sly one. More letter and the bonus is yours. Blood-sucking parasite. Demise blank proposal. Decent. Nice. Liars. You got the bonus. That's what your current score looks like. Let's keep going. Okay, that ain't chump change. All right, let's see what we got. Always a bridesmaid, never the president. And right this way, please. Who died and made the president pro tempore boss of the country? The president, the vice president, the speaker of the house, or all of the above? The president pro tempore backs up the VP as head of the Senate. He's third in line for the presidency, following the vice president and the speaker of the house. But don't think he doesn't have a plan for redecorating the executive washroom just in case. All right, your category is... Bring a sweater, it's gonna be a Cold War. Let's get going. If the arms race had been decided by racing arms, the United States could have won by any of these margins except which? A humerus, a radius, a tibia, or an ulna? The tibia is part of the leg, which we use to kick the Soviets' ass. Yeah! You're next, China! Okay. Oh my God, you're rolling in it. Here's your category. Swift justice in the food court. Now, everyone knows about the famous landmark Supreme Court abortion rights case Roe v. Wade, right? Well, imagine a second Roe v. Wade case reaches the U.S. Supreme Court. What landmark issue could the case be about? Waterfowl jurisdiction, fish egg rights, green vegetable abuse, or cheese equity? In case you're wondering, Roe is another name for fish eggs.
Your Honors, I would attempt to show that my client, as god-awful tasting as he is, deserves the same rights as the rest of us.
All right, buzzing. Are you sitting down? Well, of course you are. You're at a computer. At any rate... Oh, get out of here! It's time for a dis or dat question. And this dis or dat questions category is... You win some, you loser. Okay, I'm gonna read off the names of 7 guys, and for each one I want you to tell me if he won a presidential election, lost a presidential election, or both. You're gonna get some money for each right answer, and you're gonna lose some for each one you get wrong or that you don't get to. Okay, you got 30 seconds to nail all 7. Let's do it. Clinton won, lost, or... Bush! Perot! Reagan! Carter! Ford! Nixon! Only one wrong. Pretty damn good, cowboy. Let's toss that into your total. All right, there it is. Let's keep moving. All right, Bing, here's your category. Built like a brick millhouse. You know how Richard Milhouse Nixon said, "I am not a crook," when in fact he was as crooked as they come? Well, what transparent lie could Milhouse from The Simpsons tell the American people? I am not Homer Simpson's drinking buddy. I am not Chief Wiggum's son. I am not Bart Simpson's sidekick. Or, I am not a cashier at the Quickie Mart. The correct answer is... Milhouse is in fact Bart's sidekick. Thing is, I always thought Milhouse looked more like Kissinger. It That's your buzzer. Ooh, don't you wish you could go back in time? Here's your category. Over-the-counter culture. Okay, get out your little round glasses and your tie-dyes because I've got a little counterculture phrase for you to figure out. Turn on, blank blank, and drop out. All right, which of the following completes this? Turn on, tune in, and drop out was ex-Harvard professor Timothy Leary's slogan in the 60s. And then at his death in 1996, Leary urged internet users to log on and sit in while he dropped out. Now select the highest value. I like to call this category Color Me Impeached. You know how the book Primary Colors tries to pass as fiction even though it's obviously a satire of Bill Clinton's primary campaign? Well, if the thinly veiled characters in Primary Colors had been named for the three primary colors used... Now, most senators aren't green, they're gray and wrinkly. Oh, look what I have here, the correct answer. Though artists include yellow in the primary color palette, video imaging uses red, blue, and green as the three primary colors. But considering all the bad press, the fictional president's primary colors are black and blue. Hey, buzz in to select... My fellow Americans, I cannot tell a lie, but I can give you this clue. The land of milk and alphabets. Hey, look at this. If I turn the bowl slightly, I can spell dumbass. Okay, here we go. Got all of them! Now go find some friends to brag to!